Hey, what's going on, guys? Me, Mortimer here, and this video I originally intended to come out on Thursday, but then I remember TAE 48 Hours, Part 2 was coming out on Thursday as well, and I can't really do the two uploads at the same time. So, yeah, the main plot point of this episode is, unfortunately, a few days late. But alas, there have been some service changes in Perth, again, despite the last ones only being in May. Quite surprised, honestly. I'd have thought that they'd have maybe held off for a little while, but oh well. Whatever means I can make more content. First off, before we start though, I want to say that this is quite a bit in advance, considering most of the time they'll unveil the proposals and then let the people using the buses decide what they like and don't like. See the situation with the 39 and all the changes up in Perth back in April. But, like, as of filming this, it's only just September. It's 1st of September, so it's over 2 months until the changes are actually meant to happen. But anyways, let's just get into this. First change. Yeah, this is honestly a fair decision. I mean, in Dunfermline, the 1 and 2 have become the 1 and 1A, and then the 2 and 2A, which, the 2 and 2A are completely different from the old 2. But, yeah, I think separating them is probably a fair move instead of having them as one and the same. Honestly, 3-minute later departure from Environment House is basically nothing, so, yeah, not much point to discuss this. I think I know the route in question, and it is a new route, but yeah. Yeah, this is the new route I was talking about, the 11A. There's really not much to discuss. It's cool enough route, but yeah. Yeah, those total 8 minutes is going to say by not going further into the state, it's probably going to be pretty big improvement to reliability. Besides, the 19 and 49 are still going to serve the last little stretch in Octorarder, so, I mean, I can understand the cut, since it's probably already going to get served, and as someone who's never been to Octorarder, I can't really speak on how well it's used between the town centre and the terminus, so, yeah. Yeah, I'm a bit confused by this. I can't really tell by the wording what they mean by the whole Tesco situation, but I'm just gonna assume that it's probably a good thing and move on. Yeah, I did part of the X7 when it used to go to Perth, Royal Infirmary, and I went from PRI to Barn Hill. And that was on a Saturday at about midday, where I'd assume it'd probably be busiest. And in total, I think 3 or 4 people got on before Mill Street. So, I can imagine usage wouldn't be very big on Sundays as well, so yeah. Okay, yeah, these two don't surprise me, since the 10, 17, and 28 will already continue serving Lochie, and whilst the 10 might not go into Dundee City Centre, the 17 and 28 do. And they do so quite a bit more frequently than the 57 and 59, so yeah, can't complain. So that's all the changes. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't expecting anything massive, so considering that it was about 4 months since the last changes. But yeah, these are pretty solid considering how much it was changed back in May. But yeah, overall, I'd say most of these changes are just, yeah, sure. Other changes I can sort of understand. I wouldn't say there are any that I wholeheartedly disagree with, which is quite unusual for me. But yeah, I'd say that these changes are solid. Next, there's been further updates on Lothian BZLs entering service, and excitingly, they are to be coming into service in the next month or so. Well, so the thing is, only 4 are coming into service, and those 4 will be in time for the service change from the 8th of September, i.e. this coming Sunday. So only 4 thus far. That'll mean 5 will be out in the road to and then a further 11 are to be expected to come into service roughly a week or two afterwards. This is interesting. It has me wondering if, because it was originally meant to be a 25-25 split for the buses. So this has me wondering if it's instead going to be a 15-35 split of the 50. I could be wrong. They could just maybe send all of them in as soon as they've got one ready. They could do the 15-35 split. Could be 15-10-25 split. Or some other method. But who knows? But anyways, guys, I'd say that's about all the news recently wrapped up. How long until the next episode of Bus News? Well, I'll probably have a bus news segment where I actually go on the new BZLs and discuss them. But, yeah, I have one idea for a bus news episode, but whether or not that's actually going to happen, we shall see. Also, I know I forgot about the McGill's 801 between Edinburgh Airport and Dean's, but, that's something I intend to discuss in another video. But until next time, adios!